Good evening, everyone. Uh, Lots of people ask lots of things और काफी मिक्स और काफी ज्यादा वर्सेटाइल रिस्पॉन्स आ रहे हैं बच्चों के कि कैसा उनका एग्जाम गया कैसा नहीं गया। तो हमने सोचा कि क्यों ना हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म के थ्रू डिस्कशन करते हैं, ओपन डिस्कशन कि कैसा रहा, क्या क्वेश्चंस आए। अभी क्वेश्चंस क्लैट ने ऑफिशियली अनाउंस किया नहीं है, मगर जो क्वेश्चंस और जो केसेस हमने हमारे स्टूडेंट से देखे, पता किए, पूछे, तो जो भी वेरिएशंस हैं, जो भी चीज़ें हैं, उनको हम डिस्कस करेंगे यहाँ पर। और कोशिश यही रखेंगे कि इसको बहुत शॉर्ट एंड क्रिस्प तरीके से डिस्कस करें। एंड आफ्टर दैट हम एक बार जब क्वेश्चंस आ जाएंगे सारे के कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, जो 12 के 12 कॉम्प्रिहेंशन हैं, तो क्लैट ऑफिशियली अनाउंस करेगा। उसके बाद हम एक डिटेल एनालिसिस करेंगे पर क्वेश्चन कि क्या था, कैसा रहा। और बहुत मिक्स अप्रोच रहे बच्चों के, और काफ़ी ज़्यादा मिक्स उनके पैटर्न भी रहा, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने, जैसा उन्होंने कहा था कि केस बेस्ड पैटर्न होंगे, तो प्रॉपर देखा जाए तो 5-6 ही जो क्वेश्चंस थे वो केस बेस्ड थे। बाकी कुछ थ्योरीज थे, कुछ फंडामेंटल ऑफ लॉ पे रहे। बाकी मोहित सर आएंगे, वो बहुत डिटेल में बताएंगे आप लोग को कि कैसा रहा, क्या रहा। और मोहित सर ने शायद ज्वाइन कर लिया है। मोहित सर।
Yes, hello. Yeah. So am I audible to all of you?
या
Yeah, okay. So first of all, congratulations to all of you that you completed this entire process. So अभी exam खत्म हुआ है, so all of you need great. You need congratulations and a great amount of effort which you have put in. So first of all, you should पहले आप give yourself a pat on the back. Right. Now, directly coming to the examination, I know, Akhilesh sir, can you move to that particular page in which the list of the questions are mentioned? Yes. So, guys, these were the questions, right? One question was from Anuradha Basi. If there are any alterations or amendments, you can suggest us, right? So, one question was from Anuradha Basi. The second question was from contempt. The third question was a reservation-based question. Fourth question was based on triple talaq. Of course, they are not in the order, right? Because that is not possible for us to pick the exact order which was reflected in the paper. Then we had the K.S. Putta Swami judgment. Again, they went with the same judgment. One comprehension was based on labor law. Then three comprehensions were based on jurisprudence, right? The 10th question was based on criminal law, right? Criminal law basic questions. One question was from international law, and the 12th question was basically based on administrative law, the legitimate expectation case, which the Nageswar Rao case, the judgment which was given by Nageswar Rao, that Kerala beverages case. Apart from that, any question, guys? If you have got any extra question which was asked in the examination, something which we have overlooked, you can mention in the comment box. Anyone? Anyone? Apart from these questions, any additional question which was asked in the examination?
सेशन इज ओपन फॉर ऑल, सो
you can just mention in the chat box. Apart from these 12 comprehensions on these subject matters,
okay, I think we have covered all.
Masters of Roster's case was again asked. Masters of Roster's case was asked again, whether it was a comprehension. One comprehension was based on that. Okay. So one entire comprehension was based on the Master of Roster's case. Okay. There were 5 to 6 questions. Okay, so probably, which comprehension will be deleted from this particular side? So we have got 12 comprehensions already. Which ones would be replaced? So there were not a total of 3 questions from jurisprudence. Probably 2 questions were only from jurisprudence, and 1 question, yes, 2 questions from jurisprudence, and 1 question comes from the Master of Roster case. Okay. Yes. Now, if we see, now let us, yes. Okay, and there was a passage on Upendra Bakshi's comment on 4 judges speaking to the media. So this is what you're saying formed a part of the jurisprudence judgment, isn't it? Sorry, a jurisprudence comprehension. So a jurisprudence comprehension was based on that. What Prasanna is saying. Guys, please look at the comment box. No, the master of the roster case. Okay, fine. The master of the roster case. Now, let us come to all the questions or the comprehensions one by one. Now, the Anuradha Bhasin judgment, right? Let us come to the first judgment and try to understand the cutoff. The Anuradha Bhasin judgment was an expected judgment. In the 5th mock, because that particular Anuradha Bhasin judgment comprehension was prepared by me only in the 5th mock. So I had set around 20 questions because I was expecting Anuradha Bhasin judgment to come. So I hope कि ये question सबका अच्छा हुआ होगा. The Anuradha Bhasin. So this was on expected lines, right? This question was on expected lines. I don't know उन्होंने कितना jurisprudential questions पूछा है, कितना easy questions पूछा है. That is something which I will get to know when I see the question paper. Okay, then coming to the next question, that is the contempt question. Now contempt में भी उन्होंने questions कैसा पूछा है, that is something, yeah, it was easy. So Ginny is saying it was easy, sir. So most of you must have attempted around 8 to 9 questions on the Anuradha Bhasin judgment case. Okay, so interpretation based questions based on passage. So overall Anuradha Bhasin आप लोग सबने बनाया होगा. Yeah, now let us come to the contempt part. So contempt part judgment, it was already in the media. I don't know उन्होंने questions कैसा पूछा है, whether they have asked questions only from the judgment or they have asked questions from the act also, the Contempt of Court Act 1971. So that is something which you can reply. Okay, outside also. Yeah, okay. So, oh yes, because in the judgment which was authored by Justice Arun Misra, he had cited plethora of judgments to support his stand. I think most probably those questions came from those cases which were cited by him in contempt, in the passage. Okay, act also. Now coming to the, so this was also on expected lines. So anything between 6 to 8 will be a good attempt in the contempt in the contempt comprehension. Name of the case. Okay. So the name of the contempt case, they asked this particular question in re. This was the question they asked. Yes. So in re Prashant Bhushan. I hope this was the case. I don't remember it exactly, but this was the case. In re, yeah, something like that. Okay. Yes. Now, yeah, in re Prashant Bhushan. Good. Now let us come to the reservation part. See, I have already told you that reservation is an important part. It was expected that a question will come from it. Regardless of the fact that you can expect Jarnail Singh, Nagaraj, Ashok Thakur, etc., your concepts in relation to Article 16 and 15 should be clear. So I have been told by many of you that the questions were conceptual in nature and not from any specific judgment. Am I correct on this? Yeah. Am I correct on this, guys? Please reply. Yes. Okay. So the reservation judgment was also on expected lines. So we have got 3 comprehensions on expected lines. Now, coming to the 4th judgment, that is the triple talaq judgment, Saira Banu case. Now, in the 5th mock, which was conducted by Lex Templum, that question was also set by me, in which we had got 20 questions, 5 from the legislation and 15 questions from the case itself. Okay, 1 was related to judgment name, others were law-based. Yeah, the paper was quite different from the sample paper. It's okay now. Before I go into the other questions, because I am doing an individual analysis of all the questions, guys, it's absolutely okay. If the paper was different for you, the paper will be different for every single student who has taken up the examination. Now, if they are coming up with questions which are basically perplexing and surprising you by, for example, asking like citation and etc., it's absolutely okay. The cutoff will go terribly low. The cutoff will go terribly low. I will come to that. I will come to the final cutoff conclusion. Just let me analyze and ask you. Okay, fine. So triple talaq. Now I am again asking you, please answer this question. So triple talaq judgment, the Saira Banu comprehension, it was a comprehension in which you had questions from the judgment and also from the concept, isn't it? Isn't it? Talaq Hashan, Talaq Ahashan. And I had incorporated, I don't know whether you have attempted the 5th mock of Lex Templum, that is the revision mock. I had incorporated questions from these particular areas in that mock. So if you have gone through the acts, 2 or 3 acts, apart from the understanding of divorce in Muslim law, you must have attempted those questions. So these are the 4 questions. Now coming to the 5th question. So also there was one question where both option 1 and 4 were same. Do you think it was a mistake? Prasanna is asking. Prasanna, that is something which we will analyze and see to it. Let the questions come. Let the questions and the answers come, right? If that was the case, then of course marks will be given for both the answers. Now coming to the privacy judgment, the privacy comprehension which has been asked. I don't know. This is something which generally does not happen. If you have asked a question on if you have asked a question on a case in the sample paper, generally it does not get repeated. I don't know what can be the reasons. Probably because it's a very important judgment and privacy forms a core of the Indian, forms a core of our human rights. So in that particular, that is what I can expect. That's the reason because of which they have again asked it. So okay, for all those students who expected it, who knew the basics of that particular judgment very well and nice. So even if you have attempted like 5 to 6 questions out of those entire 10 questions, it's a good attempt. Now coming to the labor part. I don't know, because I have always requested you guys. Yes. Yeah, in labor they ask most questions of industrial disputes, sir. Now see, labor was a very important controversy which had impacted the entire country because of the migration issues and the changes which took place in labor law in UP. Now, one of the most important reason was that Faizan Mustafa sir covered these labor issues very exhaustively in his videos. In my opinion, he has made around 4 to 5 videos on the labor issues itself. But if the questions are section specific, then of course it would be difficult, but still it was not a question which was not expected. So out of 12 questions, 5 questions or 5 to 6 questions were on expected lines. Now coming to the, let us come to the 12th question, which is the administrative law question, right? The Kerala beverages judgment. The Kerala beverages judgment. Is it fine, guys? The Kerala beverages judgment. Now the Kerala beverages judgment, because Honorable Justice Nageswar Rao analyzed the entire concept of doctrine of legitimate expectation, which forms a core of Article 14 and which forms a bedrock of administrative jurisprudence in India. So they had to ask probably one question from administrative law, and because if you go through that judgment, it's actually a 30 to 32 pages judgment in which the Honorable Court through Nageswar Rao has explained the doctrine of legitimate expectation, substantive legitimate expectation, procedural legitimate expectation. I don't know. So they had conceptual questions on legitimate expectation, or they asked factual questions from the case itself. How were the questions in this case, the Kerala beverages case? Okay, so they were conceptual questions. Fine. So any person who has got questions from the law. So if you have got decent amount of understanding of these doctrines and constitutional and administrative law, you might have been able to at least attempt good number of questions from this passage also. Yeah, concept based. Yeah, interpretation based. So again, out of 12 questions, 6 to 7 questions are either on expected lines. Even though difficult, they are on expected lines. Now let us come to the criminal law case, the criminal law questions. Now, so the criminal law comprehension was not based on a case, rather it was based on jurisprudential understandings of criminal law, isn't it? Am I correct? Malimat committee report and all. Malimat committee report and all. Now, just to tell you, for all those students who have been associated with me for the past 4 to 5 months, if you had gone through the 377 judgment and the 497 judgment properly, in those judgment, important committee reports were cited. So probably 1 or 2 questions you must have been attempted because of the fact that you read those 2 judgments on criminal law. That's what I'm expecting, because some of the students individually told me, because I had discussed that these are the committee reports in which reforms in relation to criminal law were taken. They asked about Habermas to what? They asked about, Prasanna, if you can. Okay. So I'm going to the next question and next comprehension, German philosopher. Okay. So they asked about German philosopher. Okay. Now, okay, Hobbes. So they asked about Hobbes. Fine. Okay. Now, let us come to the international law part. Now, international law questions were something which took all of you by surprise because the comprehension was not from Indreka Alexi or Kulbhushan Yadav, something which we were expecting. So, names of different cases. So, probably जिन लोगों ने AK Jain पढ़ा होगा, उन लोगों ने शायद इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर अटेम्प्ट किया होगा. AK Jain अगर किसी ने अगर LLM के लिए देखा होगा for the other examination, so probably you would have attempted this question because what I have been told that they asked questions from important cases, important landmark cases like Corfu Channel cases and etc. But this was a question which was not on expected lines. So these questions might have troubled you. So it's absolutely fine. So any attempt between 3 to 5 questions or 4 to 6 questions in the international law comprehension is a very good attempt, in my opinion. Now, coming to the last two questions on jurisprudence and last two questions on jurisprudence. Okay, they asked article number as well. So article number of what? Of which particular convention? UDHR. UDHR, right? Article number of what? Can you sub? Constitution. Are you saying about Constitution? Okay, UN clause. Okay, laws. Okay, fine. Okay. Now coming to the last three questions, the last two questions are from jurisprudence. You are saying one was from Hofled matrix. Catch-up rule. So I think I have taught you catch-up rule for all those students. I have taught you catch-up rule. I don't know, the students who are associated, yes. So you must have attempted that question on catch-up rule. I have told you the difference between catch-up rule and etc. Good. Yeah. And now coming to the, okay, fine. Now, so reservation is done. I'm not discussing about reservation. Let us come to the jurisprudence question. So how were the questions in jurisprudence? The questions were very technical or it was easy to solve? What do you think? It was based on Hofled matrix. It was very difficult. Okay, Math 3 is saying it was very difficult technically. Okay. Mixed and difficult. Fine. So anyone who is attempting between 4 to 6 or 3 to 5 questions in the jurisprudence passages will be termed as a good attempt. Now, the 11th question, the last question is from administrative law. Twice or thrice more difficult than analytic. It's okay, Math 3, because you cannot expect all the questions as per your expectations. Fine. And the last question was from administrative law, which came from the legitimate expectation. Now, if you tell me, in my opinion, if you ask me, the level of the questions which you are saying is basically from moderate to difficult. In my opinion, 50 to 65% of the questions were on moderate level. I don't know, or 50 to 60% of the questions. 40% of the questions were on unexpected lines, and as a result of which it became difficult. Right? It became difficult. So for all those students, and I'm again telling you, this is my personal opinion, and I am comparing this year's CLAT with 2018 CLAT LLM examination, in which I sat, right? In which I sat. Now, in that year also, in spite of the fact that there was not 100% change or upheaval in the entire structure of the examination, still the questions which were asked in the examination were extremely difficult. As a result of which, if you see the cutoff of the year 2018, it went terribly low. It went terribly low. Now, in the same line, I am expecting this year's cutoff to be also so. And as a result of which, I'm going to tell you about the top 3 NLUs. And that's my personal opinion because I cannot predict the cutoff of the last NLU. So in my opinion, any individual who is securing above 60 or 65 has done handsomely well in this examination. Is this clear? Anyone who's getting more than 60 to 65 in this paper. So in Anuradha Bhasin, they also asked 2 to 3 questions related to Article 370. So more or less the questions were on expected lines. So for all those students who have done their mocks very seriously, who have gone through all those passages very diligently, have constantly revised all the questions and the topics which were told by me and by other institutes. So in my opinion, again, I'm telling you, in spite of all these factors, still in my opinion, anyone who's scoring above 65 is basically going to find a seat in the top 3 national law schools. That's my opinion. I might be wrong, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोगों के questions wrong भी होंगे. So let the answer key come in the upcoming 2 or 3 hours, and then again we will have a detailed discussion, because we don't have a lot of time to file for the objections. As a result of which, we have to do it collectively and meticulously, right? Yeah, it's okay. That is the reason because of which I'm saying that we will do it collectively. We'll try to review all the important questions so that we can file the objections properly in case if there is any wrong answer, and because we have to also give justifications along with the money thing, the creamy layer questions. So in my opinion, the questions were not very difficult. If you have read that particular case, if you know reservation, contempt, triple talaq, etc., you might have been able to solve. You might have been able to solve at least more than 70 to 80 questions. Okay, so anything above 65 will be a very good score, and a lot will be dependent upon how many questions have been solved and certain other factors. So let us wait, guys. Let us wait for the answer key to come, and then we will properly analyze. Okay, go and take rest. All of you have worked extremely hard. Okay, so there are questions on horizontal reservation also. So all these things have been discussed by me. Yeah, Dipti Tiwari, yes, the CGI is the master of the roster. He is the one who decides about the allocation of cases. So CGI is the master of the roster. That is what the Supreme Court decided. Okay, so guys, we will be meeting probably in the night or tomorrow in the morning after going through the answer key, and then we will try to at least identify those wrong questions and wrong answers if they have come, and then again I'll come up with a cutoff. Shanti Bhushan case, absolutely, it was a Shanti Bhushan case. So all the best, guys. If you can just the survey has been put forward by Lex Templum guys in Telegram group. Please just attempt the survey. Okay, guys. So I'll see you in the night or tomorrow to pinpoint the objections. All the best. Please don't panic. Go and enjoy. Take rest.
Okay. All the best.